anyway. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Right Amount of Unhinged podcast. A podcast where a couple of best friends talk about whatever the fuck we want. Ashley, congratulations on your new background. Clearly you're moved in now, as you've mentioned in our past episodes. So congratulations again.
I promised my background was gonna be the last time you saw it in that last episode, and now you can see so much more of my stuff. You're welcome.
I know. And this is gonna sound so fake because now we're recording. I'm gonna say this, but it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks.
Dude, I know it's been so long between me moving and going to Disney.
I know it sounds so fake because like now we're recording, but now it's just like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you.
We were on this call for like 20 minutes. This bitch didn't say anything about missing me, but now
I'm sorry.
Now y'all are here, so she's like, oh, I'll pretend to be nice. Fake ass fucking Gemini.
Sorry. No, like I'm not like fully awake. You can all hear it in my voice. I like it's not my season.
No, it is not.
Take that as you will. But I mean, like, you know, it takes me a while to process things during the fall winter months. So
we need to get you like 19 of those like bright white UV lights just to surround you completely. Just
I have one.
I don't think one is enough.
I know, and like I didn't even turn it on, which is annoying because it's
good.
Like,
great.
It's like behind my laptop. You know how my setup is here, right?
Yeah.
Like it's literally behind my laptop next to my PS5. So it's like covered by my laptop. So like it's not even like functional right now.
Get one of these Hue lights because then you it's this little circle one and you can like unplug it and move it around, but you control it with your phone. So you can make it the bright white light. You can have the different colors. So that way it can be behind your stuff because I have it behind my stuff here so that it's like on the wall. But you can then just do it from your phone so that you don't have to worry about like manually touching it and trying to like get to it.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
I'm just gonna get you one.
You don't have to
decided.
Get one, truly. It's fine.
I'll eventually have money again.
Yeah, well, you know, eventually.
One day.
Girl, it's been a year since I moved. I still don't have money, so I feel you. I think it's better for you because there's two of you.
Yes, thank God.
So like it's not like, you know.
Yeah, but then we're both assholes and we needed to get a new bed and we decided to get a king bed. Because Tucker's so big and he takes up the whole bed and he'll just shove you and he can push both of us off of the bed to make space for himself. So we got a king bed and because I'm an asshole, I wanted Tuft and Needle, which is just bougie purple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God,
it's bougie.
It was over like $3,000 and I was like, yeah, I just ordered it. I don't have fucking pots of piss in. I'm like, let me get a $3,000 bed.
I mean,
that's fine.
It'll last you though. You know,
I know. I love it, dude. I love that bed.
Yeah,
I liked the bed frame a lot. It's very like minimal. And that's just fucking huge and it's really comfortable. I didn't think I was gonna like it, to be completely honest, because like I didn't think I thought it was gonna be like too like squishy.
Yeah,
but it's like pretty firm. Yeah, it's like surprisingly good. And then
that's all that matters.
And then I've given Home Depot like easily like $2,500 over the week.
Easy.
I bought a new fucking sink because I'm an asshole. I've been doing new flooring through the house. Like me, I'm doing flooring.
Yeah. Well.
Me.
Yeah.
I had to buy like all this closet stuff because I'm fucking tearing out carpet and like I'm doing all of this shit.
Yeah.
For everyone that doesn't know, I'm 94 pounds and I'm 5'4", and I'm just fucking getting sinks and shit. I'm fucking pulling fixtures off walls and just breaking shit. And I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, home ownership, you know, you kind of do what you got to do.
I haven't talked to you, so I didn't get to tell you. Fucking daddy was here helping me. Cracking fucking gay jokes at me.
Really? That's funny.
Where he was helping me in the closet because there was I don't know if whoever did this, if it was someone from the future that like traveled back in time and be like literally fuck Ashley and like did this to spite me personally in the future.
What happened?
Or somebody gave a kid a staple gun and they were like, just go and do it in the closet and that's it. Because so there was carpeting only in the closet, not in the whole bedroom, just in the closet, you know, where nobody fucking walks. But so like the expected, you know, around the wall, there were staples. But like every fucking millimeter, there was a fucking staple.
That sucks.
Not done. Then there was just like 4 fucking rows of staples, you know, along the fucking middle and like sides, every fucking millimeter. And then there was just like at different angles, just staples. Cause you know, you got to be extra secure inside a closet.
Yeah. Why do you need that?
From all that foot traffic that might kick up the carpet.
I don't know. That's stupid. That's dumb.
It took me like over an hour to pull every fucking staple out of the floor
I'm sure.
so that
Yeah,
I
that
could do the
sounds
fucking
stupid.
flooring.
Yeah, that sounds stupid. Yeah, that's rough. That sucks. I mean, it's done now.
My fucking back hurt so bad.
Well, yeah, this is like manual labor. You don't do this shit.
I don't do
Like,
manual labor.
yeah, like yeah. So you're gonna feel that, but you have a new mattress, so like,
Daddy was helping me pull the staples out of the ground. He was like, I thought you came out of the closet years ago. I was like,
that's funny. That's funny.
I was like, okay,
That's
thank you.
great. What a great dad joke.
And then
Honestly.
fucking, we were going through, we found fucking wires just through the wall. At one point in time, this house, every single room had cable in it because there's just holes in the floor and just coax everywhere. Yeah. But then we found a panic room, which we didn't find during inspection or anything like that. It was nothing. Nope, just this fucking weird ass little like cubby hole. Yeah. I was like, okay, if somebody breaks in, this is where me and Tucker are going. I'm shoving him in there. Right. Right. But we pull out this cable and it's like for the old school, the fucking like dial knob TVs. Yeah. He was like, dude, I don't even know where this goes. And he's like, son of a bitch, I didn't bring a fucking dike with me. And then like looked at me and I was like, I guess good thing you got me right here. Damn. He was like, yeah, but I don't think you can break the cable. I was like, Jesus. Thanks, Dad. Lord have mercy. You understand I bought this house with man. Yes, thank you. But seriously. That's fine. I mean, you're still not straight. That's the sentiment. There's that. You're still not straight. Nice to know I'm accepted though. Yeah. By that's nice. Well then. Congratulations. That's my homeowner odyssey thus far. Yeah, it's a fun time. I mean, honestly, like it takes time, and then once you're all done, you're like, oh, okay. You know? Yeah. I mean, once I'm all done, I can rearrange this 300 more times. Yeah, like I mean, this took me more than half a year, so like, yeah, you'll get there. Dead ass. I keep opening up like Zoom and Google Meet so that I can like see my screen. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move this cube, and then I literally move cubes and swap them around. So I'm like, what can you see in the background? Yeah, no. There's still some cubes that I'm unhappy that you can't really see. But like, it is what it is. Can't guarantee how I'm gonna sit. Yeah, I mean, you move around. I'm too gay. Can't sit in one spot and like be okay with it. Cause I'm like, oh, look, my Animal Crossing stuff. But then like, I want to see my Code Real Life stuff. And then I don't want to see these empty fucking cubes that I haven't decided on anything for yet. And I'm like, God, Jesus Christ. Life is so hard for me. It really is hard for gay people. We really have it rough. So hard. It's like so difficult all the time. Like, how am I supposed to know? Like, and like, I'm just like, why was I born bisexual? Like it'd be so much easier if I was just a straight woman. Could you imagine? But like, I mean, behind me, I'm like, well, then again, half that bookshelf was like you're doing anyway. I haven't touched it, so I'm like, that's fine. But like, I'm always looking behind me, like when I'm on like calls and stuff. I'm like, I have to like my Turning Red like plush is back there. It was on my couch on like during one meeting at work, and I was like, I need to move that. Like, I need to move. No bullshit. I'd have it on the other side of that chair so that it's like facing, so it's looking dead on. But like your bookcases are fun because you can see the like just like the type A personality gay that did the one on that side, and then you can see the chaos gay that did the other one. Truly just bisexual energy. No, yeah, I'm just constantly looking. I mean, again, takes you a while. This whole setup here took me again like at least half a year, and my whole place. I'm still not done, but I just don't have money to like figure it out right now. Rude. So yeah, there's that. Because like, I need a new rug, I need a new desk, I need a lot of shit. I mean, like, I want to fix my TV situation set up because I want to. I'm a pain in the ass too. I mean, we're both like bougie for no reason. Like, we're squarely middle class. Like, I don't have the like paycheck yet to live this lifestyle that I need. I live in a different tax bracket internally, and then I'm like, I have to go to Aldi for groceries. Yeah, like I don't even buy groceries right now. My parents have just been giving me food. I'm just like, please, like that's fine. Like I will drive, and like gas, like going to my parents, like either my mom or my dad. I'm like, I could buy groceries. Like Wegmans is right here, but they just give me food, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah, done. Fine. But anyway, so like I want the Samsung frame TV so badly. Oh shit, those are dope. Yeah, so like, and I'm gonna make another gallery. I'm gonna make another gallery wall on this side. Okay. Ooh. And like paint it like a dark green. Yay. But like, with what money do I have right now? And like my TV still works, so it's like it's just a fucking like what's gonna get me through and like live.
like type of dream.
You gotta now you get to like make plans.
Yeah,
I have a
because
notebook now with like plans.
oh, it's once I moved out, I've had like on my phone like a notes like app like note like that's like outlined like what I need to do in this like
Yeah.
place. Um and it's just been sitting there. And I
Yeah.
keep adjusting my budget to it. I'm just like I don't even know where this budget is coming from and how I'm gonna get there. But I mean we'll see. I mean I don't the only bad thing about my spending habit is like Genshin right now. So like if I can just cut that back.
Did you pull
Like
Sino?
I did and his weapon.
Nice.
And like after that I was like, okay, what are the next banners? I was like, okay, the only banner that I like really, really need is like Hu Tao and that like pole arm that she has because I need that for
Okay,
one way.
yeah.
Otherwise I'm like, you cannot buy any more wishes. I will fucking kill myself if I do this to myself yet again. So
I had to skip Sino because I have to make good choices because I require Nilo, Layla, and Kusanali.
see, I don't require them.
I need them to survive.
Yeah, so like
Did you log in and get your cloud retainer? So
yes, I did. I've been logging on every day just to get like whatever
so
gifts
cute.
they keep giving us.
It celebrates when you open a chest. It like sparkles.
Oh, is that what it does? Because it's just like chilling.
Yeah, when you open a chest, it like it's so happy.
Oh, okay, good to know. I didn't know what it did.
But now
like,
I miss my little Sealy. I'm like, I can't.
oh, I have my Sealy on actually. I think I like switched it. I was like, I don't know what you do, so I'm just gonna switch it out to my Sealy. I also have the green one.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's so cute. It celebrates and gets happy around trees.
I mean, I just like the color green. So I was like, I don't like any other color.
I liked the yellow. I wanted the yellow really bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I needed the one that gets excited by trees because it chirps every time you go by a tree, and it's the cutest thing in the whole world.
I mean, yeah, it is very cute. So, okay, this wasn't what we were going to talk about, but that's fine. That's adulting 101. We are actually going to talk about flat earthers, which is like not there's like no good segue into this subject anyway. I mean,
I guess
like,
trigger warning if you're a flat earther, if you know.
get out of my face. Honestly, at this point, like I don't want to like
What do they call them?
flat earthers, aren't
Flurfs?
they?
Flurfs?
Shut the fuck
furf?
up. Is there like I just know them as flat earthers. And I say like get out of my face. And I'm just like, yes, I'm very curious as to why you think this way, but also like I know I'm not gonna get along with you. And like in this moment in time, in the fall winter season, no one talked to me.
No. Yeah, flurf. Flerf. Flurf. So I guess I will say it this time. I'll be nice and say trigger warning. If you're a flurf, we're gonna make fun of it really hard. Really hard.
Real hard. So I have very minimal. I mean, okay, let me preface this. So, over the like quarantine pandemic, because there is still a pandemic happening, just like the quarantine. I watched a documentary on Netflix called like Behind the Curve.
Did you? Oh, okay. No, I did not watch it.
It's so funny. It's so funny because it's about flat earthers. And that's what got me into like why the hell like these conspiracy theories and honestly, like during the pandemic, like what else was there to do? The quarantine.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, which I mean, yeah. So it's a documentary on literally like people in North Carolina. Well, people in the US, but they go to North Carolina for a flat earth convention.
I want to go. I want to go so bad. I want to go so bad.
It's called it was 2017 International Flat Earth Conference held in North Carolina, USA, which did attract hundreds of attendees. So like people were there like unironically, hundreds, right? Not thousands, but like
hundreds.
But like, look, that's more than like enough, you know, to
mega like, rally,
literally. So, it like documented this guy named like Mark Sargent and like some woman. I don't remember something. I think her name was Patricia. But
Patricia,
yeah. But Mark was like an asshole. Obviously, he's like a fucking flat earther. He's just like, I'm right, you're wrong type situation.
Nice. Yeah.
And like it also had like actual scientists. The first scene was very funny in the fact that like it was a woman. She's a scientist. I don't know what type of science she studied, but scientist nonetheless. And one of the flat earth beliefs or whatever is that if you track airplane paths or whatever, did you know where I'm going? Like there are no like planes going below some, I don't know, longitude, latitude, whatever. I don't know, whatever. And then she literally goes in Google, goes onto like a plane tracking thing, and then like literally looks below whatever that threshold is. And she's like, you can literally Google this. Like, I just debunked this in 2 seconds. And that was, like,
I just debunked this in 2
literally
seconds.
like within like the first 5 minutes of the documentary. I thought it was like the funniest fucking thing. And that basically chronicles Mark Sargent and like the YouTube community of flat earthers, because there's a bunch of like
Dude, there's so many of
yeah.
them. There's so many of them.
Yeah, and like they're wild. And the fact that like you have to be a certain type of person to believe this shit, like full-heartedly, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be a certain type of person.
And then like I feel like a lot of those YouTubers, like they don't believe it. It just gets them like controversial fame, you know,
Just
like they
views or
just
whatever.
have, yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, there's no way that you this aggressively believe it, especially because like, not to be a dick, like I went on all the subreddits today, and like
Mhm.
there's like not a lot of people on them, and like normally every subreddit has like a ridiculous quantity of shit, but like there are posts that people have done that have like a dozen comments or 20 comments. I'm like, that means that there's nobody here and that there's
Yeah.
no engaged conversation here. Y'all
Mhm.
are just screaming into an echo chamber together.
Y-
And like all of you are just watching these YouTube videos 57 times. That's why they have 3,000 views. Or then you have the podcasts that are making fun of flirts and then watching the videos and getting their followers to watch the videos to laugh at it. And like that's the only reason that they're like getting fame. And like I have to believe that at least some of them are exclusively doing it not because they believe it, but because it's an easy market that nobody else is really in. Because there's like 5 big ones, and like that's it.
And like for the people that are actually like they actually adamantly believe that the earth is flat, like there are just like I'm just thinking about this documentary. They're very stubborn people, right? Like
Yeah.
they're very like well in their ways type sort of people. Which goes for like many other subgroups of pop culture. Like,
Yeah.
if
Well,
you
they're the
believe
COVID hoax group.
right. So like, and at one point in the documentary, I watched this a while ago, so if I'm wrong, like just go watch Behind the Curve and correct me. I don't care. But in essence, like flat Earth, like that conspiracy theory is like one of the last ones that you believe in. Like it's like the extreme like type of thing, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just like now you're just debunking just actual physical science,
Yeah.
right? It's like
According
your
to them, it's all
reality,
fake.
right? And like and it's so like
Well, when I go on
terrifying.
an airplane, I don't see a curve.
Yes, you do. But you do though. It's very slight.
If the world is spinning, if the globe is spinning so fast, why is water still?
I
Literally physics.
literally
Literally physics.
your high school education didn't teach you anything is what that meant. So,
And like I only have a high school education. So like I feel like a big argument against flirts is like they're uneducated. And like the worst part is like they're
no, but these people are like actually
so
very
many of
educated.
them
Yeah.
are so insane. Like, okay, look, there's two to me, there's 2 subsets of flat earthers. There's the Bible bangers. There's I will get to those because that's the shit that I've got that had me in fucking tears. I was dying. But then there's the firmament believers.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one that think basically the earth is a fucking snow globe.
Yes.
And like
there's
sure,
subsections.
bruh. But they
so
like
funny.
dead ass, it's flat, and then there's a dome.
But then that's not
Over it.
flat.
Bruh.
Right?
So like no, because the earth is flat. The earth is that bottom flat piece, but then there's a dome like trapping us in there. And like that. But like those ones are educated typically. The firmament believers, like they think that like the sun and the moon are like the same size or some shit. And like they're wild, but they think that like the sunlight or something is like refracted off the dome mirror, and
right,
like that
a glass,
the whole
like
thing is
or
literally that the whole thing we're in a firmament, and
Yeah.
like we're trapped in a dome, and that all the moon landing shit is fake, and like nobody ever goes to space because like it's not real because it's literally domed and capped off.
Yeah, like we can't go up. Like
yes,
like
and then
capped.
like there's the Bible bangers that like yes they're in the firmament group, but it's because they believe that above the firmament is heaven.
Oh, I see.
Like the firmament is what separates
like
man from God.
the afterlife or whatever.
Yes, there's a snow globe protecting Jesus from all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of stuff about both of those subgroups because, but like, I feel like not to be a dick and like, this is good. There's really no way for me to say this. That's not mean, but I really believe that the Bible bangers are the ones that are uneducated. Like they have like a 4th grade, like, like they are in like Midwest, like had to drop out of school to like farm or some shit or like pray. I don't know. But like if they finish high school, that's great. But like they definitely didn't get further education. And if they did, it's like some bullshit like church basement college shit. Like they didn't actually go to school. Somebody that like had a husband 10 years ago that went to school, she like teaches them in the church basement about like how God is a part of like math. And like, if not for God, 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4. But like, because of the grace of God, you have like any subject in school.
As people that went to Catholic school, not to out you.
Yeah.
Not to out you in this way.
Grew up in it for 13 years.
As people that,
now I'm a gay pagan, so I don't know what that tells you.
I mean, I'm not pagan, I'm still Catholic, but I am, I would be like, the devil's spawn. But in essence, we both went to Catholic school, and just like remembering, and I'm sure this is a very similar like situation when you went, it's just like schooling there is like religion. Like that's it. Like, yes, we learned
science was a trip.
Science, quote unquote science, but like
a trip.
I couldn't tell you like what science was like when I went to Catholic school. It was just like there are things, but God, like
we couldn't talk about evolution, but like I knew a lot about like the mitochondria of the cell. Like I knew a lot about mitochondria, but like we did not discuss evolution. And like you brought that up, like we had to stop talking about it.
I think we learned about the planets, but like I don't know how that tied into God.
We did do the planets. I remember that.
Social studies was also religion. Like
social studies was also religion. It was very, and like I went to a very white Catholic school, so it was a very white social studies.
I see.
Very white.
I was in an urban area when I went to Catholic school, so like that, I don't think that was the case. But my teachers were white.
We spent a lot of time on the Trail of Tears.
The Trail of Tears, Jesus Christ!
That was a bit. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on that. I remember Catholic school. Shout out. I got into a fight and almost got suspended because the science and the religion. Yeah, I got into a fight with because they were talking about like animals not having souls. So I told her to like go home and kick her dog in the face. That if it doesn't have a soul, it doesn't matter. So she can do it. She can abuse it because it doesn't exist. I kept that fight up for a while. And then I asked her about orca whales. I was like, so like, because they orca whales only have like straight sex to straight up reproduce. Otherwise, like the males just have gay sex all the time. Like they are just always rubbing peepees. Orca whales love to pop their peepees out while they swim and just rub them together and swim around. The women could not give a shit. The female orca whales are like, get the fuck away from me. Like unless I'm trying to get knocked up, like get wrecked.
Yeah.
So the boy orca whales just rub their wieners together. So like I brought that up because I learned about it at home because for some
I've been at Catholic school.
Yeah, because I've been an encyclopedia of unnecessary knowledge my entire life for no fucking reason. I just somehow learn things, and that's just it. They're stuck, and the dumber they fucking are, the more I know, the better I know them, and the more interested I am. But so I like brought it up, and I was like, would it like if gay is like wrong and like God hates that, like what the fuck up with orca whales? Because like they get to do it, but like why can't people do that? And she was like, animals don't count. They don't have souls. And I was like, well, no, that doesn't seem right. And I was like, they absolutely do. And she was like, no, like animals are not, like only humans have souls. And my little pagan ass was like, plants, like the literal smell of grass is it in pain? Like that's literally what the smell of grass is that you have like hurt it. So like, what? Yeah. No, animals and all of that, like they obviously have souls. And she like started to argue with me. I was like, okay, then go home and kick your dog in the face. Like just beat it repeatedly. Who cares? I was like, then kill it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And she was like, Ashley. And I was like, no, if it doesn't have a soul, then what does it matter?
Yeah.
Why do you treat a dog better than you treat a spider in your house? What's the difference then if there's no soul? It's the same thing.
And then you almost got suspended.
And like, look, if you're Catholic,
It's
like we're cool.
funding.
I'm not gonna like make fun of your shit. Like that's good for you as long as you don't talk shit about my stuff. Like I'm unaffected as long as you don't come at me
Yeah, I mean,
by
again,
your Catholicism.
I'm Catholic. Like clearly
Mhm.
we both don't like religion isn't something we shove down each other's throats. Like
Yeah.
it's not like,
So like I'm not trying to like upset or like offend anybody that's like, well, I'm Catholic and Ashley's a bit. I don't know if I could say the word that I was gonna say, so I'll just go with bitch. Caught myself there at least. So you don't have to edit any of it. You're welcome. But like I'm not, I swear, like I'm never gonna like talk. I would never, shit on somebody's religion. It's just only if you come at me. If she had
That's a
not
whole different
flung
story.
gay shit at me and like been a problem because I was around when my uncle first came out, and so like people at school found out, and that was when like they started giving me a hard time as a child, telling me that like my beloved family member was like gonna burn in hell for eternity. I was like 7 or some shit.
Of course, that's so traumatic.
So like that was traumatic, and I became a lot more aggressive and combative as a child through that school after that.
Yeah,
I literally got pulled aside by like priests and teachers, and they like had to talk to me to like help me come to terms with the fact that he was going to burn in hell for eternity. No matter how much he tried to be a good person, it literally didn't matter because he was gay. So I got a little bit more, I started to have issues with authority at that point. So it's their fault, really. They started it. But I wouldn't have gotten into a fight if they hadn't started with me, and I wouldn't have said anything bad about whatever if they had not started. Otherwise, live your best life. Just don't infringe on mine.
Word. Okay. Thank you for that. I mean,
you're welcome. Well, because somebody's gonna listen to this and be like, they're talking shit about.
And honestly, I don't give a shit about them. So like, what does it matter? I'm the mean one today. Sorry.
I'm the mean one today.
People. I don't give a shit. Like, live your best life. We're living our best life. Like, you fucking figure out your shit. We figured out ours. So that's all.
If you're offended, you're probably a problem. But
yeah, that's
I still don't want anyone to think that like I'm a bigot.
We're not. It's just like, don't come after us for our beliefs if you don't believe in it, because I also probably don't believe in your shit, and I'm not going after you.
Unless you're a flat earther, then we'll throw down. That's fine. I'll disagree with you emphatically.
Yeah, I don't like. So yeah, going back. Let's go back to the flat earthers. Yeah, let's go back. So I was trying to remember a part of the documentary that was from like a scientist. They made a good point about it, but I can't remember right now. But in essence, right, like just going back to this documentary for a second, then we can go through the like 9 pictures that you sent over. Flat Earth Convention in like 2017 North Carolina, whatever year that was. The whole like I guess this whole premise of the documentary was that at the end the flat earthers were gonna do I just remember my thought, but that's it. The flat earthers were gonna do an experiment to like solve to like not solve it, but like like here's some
prove
evidence.
it. Yeah. Yep.
So they had like a 20 grand fucking like machine or something to like figure out like if this is like if the earth is flat, like so basically they're gonna shine a light or something. It was so simple. It was so stupid too. But people were like, I don't know how many feet away or yards or whatever, but people were gonna like hold up something, and then this machine would like figure out the trajectory and like the degree or whatever. And obviously if you both held it up at the same angle, at the same like height or whatever, like it should just be a straight line. And like if it hits in a different point, then obviously it's curved, even if it is a little bit. And then at the end of this documentary, the guys are like, well shit, like it's not like
it's fucking curved.
It fucking curved. And then the documentary cuts and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna no. And it just like cuts. Like it's just like whatever we just did, like confidential information, and the documentary just cuts. Like so like the fact that, and the other point I was gonna make was that like the scientists were like, why don't they just go to the end of the earth then? Right? Like why don't they just find like the very
literally
tip of the end of like the earth? Because like if you can have a convention for this and like fund like a 20 grand type of whatever, like you can take a few plane rides out.
Yep.
Like that's 20 grand right there, right? Like
planes, trains, and automobiles, baby. Just drive in the direction you think that the end is and find your ice wall or whatever you think it is.
Or like the fucking drop off. I don't know what it is. Like
so they usually believe that there is like ice range mountains to protect you from falling off. I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Because then after the mountain,
if it's a
just
fucking like, frisbee, how would there be no?
So yeah, so like I think one of the things is like, why don't you just go over there? And I think they were like, well, I think it was like pretty much like, we don't want to. I'm like, why? Like if you have this theory and like you have a physical like barrier, like a physical boundary, go to that boundary. I think if I remember correctly, I'll watch it again, but like I think it's just like they literally just didn't want to. And
yeah,
that's
so fucking funny.
So that's the documentary in a nutshell. I think it's really funny. It's very entertaining. It's like an hour and a half or something. So if anyone wants to watch it, it's on Netflix.
I'm definitely more obsessed with the biblical Earth people than the firmament ones. Because like, okay, fine. Like if you can convince yourself to bend science that way and believe it, like, look, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Sure. They use a lot of words that I don't understand. So I'm like,
if you put in religion with anything, it's just like so intriguing.
God, I'm immediately just unhinged and like feral in obsession with this.
Which is why, like, I was talking to plug for the Be More podcast. I was talking to Brittany on our last. This will come way after, obviously, but like one of our last episodes in like September.
Oh God, yeah.
Saying like, she posed a question like, why do people like enjoy true crime, right? Like why do people like me, for instance, right? Like the majority of the podcasts that I listen to are like true crime or like documentaries I watch or like true crime, whatever. I told her, I was like, I'm more intrigued by the religious ones. Like, yes, murder sucks. yes, all this shit sucks.
You heard it here. Murder sucks.
You're right. Like, from a Catholic, like, yes, I know murder sucks. Like, it's not right. But then when you tie it with religion, I think it's just so intriguing because it's like the psyche of someone because they believe in something.
Yep.
Right. And like, especially with the flat earthers, and then you couple in like the religious beliefs or whatever. I'm just like, how did you get from believing in God into believing into like the earth is flat, or like take another example, believing in God and polygamy and then killing off people within your community? I
and like watched. God wants you to fuck a child. I don't understand.
Clearly, I watched like a fundamentalist Mormonism documentary recently. Like, so, but yeah, no, I think it's super interesting. I think the religious stuff is just like absolutely batshit crazy. But anyways, do you want to go into like the pictures and like the Reddit post that you saw?
Yes. So I have a Reddit post. Do you want me to share it on the screen so you can see it right now? Or do you want me to just read? I'm just going to read it
just
anyway.
Read it. I'll put the link to it like in the, you can find the description, people.
Okay. Then I'll give you the link first before I forget.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to forget. Okay. Titled Biblical Earth. Hi, I'm new, so sorry if this has been asked a bunch, but I couldn't find anything on it. As a Christian, I'm familiar with what the Bible says about the earth, it being flat with a firmament above us, holding back the waters, and heaven being above them. I got into my argument with my friend who thinks the world is a globe like they taught him in public school. I wanted to try to convince him with the truth from the scriptures, but he's a better speaker than I am, so I don't think I did a good job. I went online to try and find stuff to give me a better way to convince him. However, the Flat Earth Society's websites have weird explanations, like instead of firmament, there's a greater ice wall or dark energy layer or atmo layer lip that holds in all the gases from space. Space is straight up in quotations. Space is fake. Right. Is the Flat Earth Society website a joke, or did I go to the wrong website? Same with the satanic new age stuff I see about other continent past Antarctica. Where do I go for better arguments for the biblical earth? Here's some of the replies.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here's a simple analog for you. When Jesus was on earth, the worldview was still a flat earth. Don't you think Jesus would have corrected this while he was here? What the fuck does that mean?
Wait,
what does that mean? Did you ask Jesus? Did he draw you a doodle? Did he talk to you? What is this? What does this 2 sentences mean? I don't understand. Do you want me to read it again? Because it still doesn't make any sense.
I also think that when he says analog, I feel like he meant analogy, or they. Sorry, they. I don't know their gender.
They, them.
Pronouns. Yeah. Okay, I'll read it too. Like, just maybe if I read it, I'll maybe understand it. But and I'm gonna correct their typo. Okay, here's a simple analogy. When Jesus was on Earth, the worldview was still a flat Earth. Don't you think Jesus would have corrected this while he was here?
What does that mean? Is that a
Are-
scripture? Is like that straight up from scripture, that sentence? Because they capitalize when, so I'm straight up Googling it right now.
And like,
No. So I know about Psalm 19:1. That's a big one that they use, but then there's also Revelation 7:1.
What does Revelation 7:1 say?
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, like the 4 corners of the earth.
Yeah.
But
Which,
I don't
like, the whole fucking rest of the goddamn book is hypothetical, but okay, that one's for serious. Like that one, they meant it. They said corners and they were dead assed.
I mean, Revelations. But I'm just like, I think if I'm thinking about this logically, right? Like when Jesus was on Earth, I'm really taking this. I'm really out here.
This comment is
I'm
the
really
fucking
out
deal
here
breaker.
Fucking taking a Reddit comment, a fucking comment, and literally going fucking Sherlock Holmes like grammar fucking Nazi right now. Are you kidding me? Okay, when Jesus was on Earth, so okay, 0 like AD whatever, right? The worldview was still a flat Earth, aka people's thought of the Earth was still flat, right? So like scientifically, like everything, like what we knew at 0 AD was a flat Earth. Is that right? I feel like we knew this before, that like the Earth was not flat. Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know when the Renaissance was, or whenever that
oh
happened.
shit! I just got a bunch of biblical.
Oh, you found something?
Oh man, I have so many lines that are like their scripture proof that
scripture
the
isn't
Earth is
proof.
Flat.
Scripture.
Well, it was written by a bunch of dudes, so
yeah, that weren't white people. I'm Catholic. I'm gonna say it right now. They weren't white. Okay, the world was Israel. Don't what?
They were from Israel, like people that are like Jesus was obviously a white man with blue eyes, like he was from Israel.
Israel isn't like didn't the U.S. make Israel a country? Was that it?
I think so.
Like Israel, like that's Palestine, people.
Like
that's Palestine.
Sure, some of them are going to be light skinned, but that doesn't mean that they're white.
If you're from Jesus was from the Middle
East. He doesn't
East.
have hair that looks like mine. Like I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. He doesn't have thin, scraggly white girl hair.
Jesus was a Middle Eastern man. He's literally in the Quran. Like I have friends. I have people to confirm this. I have close friends that are Muslim. In the Quran, like Jesus is in there. Like y'all need to. Oh my god, I can't. This is organized religion. Really gets me fucking fired.
Religion really gets me.
What the fuck were we talking
about? You were hooked on the analog that
the analog.
The analog when Jesus walked the earth, and then I found a bunch of
go into that because I'm gonna get stuck on this. I'm gonna get stuck on this. Go into your biblical references.
I've just got like 3-word lines from like a bunch of different things, so nothing could be taken out of context here, and it's all expressly true. None of it is hypothetical in any way, obviously.
Okay, what version of the Bible you're reading from?
The earth is a circle, which could also be a globe, but made with a compass, laid upon a face. Wait, these are all from like different like Job, Genesis, Isaiah, but like they're in like a thing together to like make
we're not trying to make prose out of the fucking we're not trying to make prose poetry out of the Bible here. Like
it is bound at its ends and does not move. 4 different places. That's from Psalms, Job, and Genesis. It is covered by a dome, Genesis 16, containing the sun, moon, and stars, that's Genesis 1:14, which are circulating, which I don't know what book that's from, but it's not Genesis. Like these are all just lines from different places that they put together, and they were like, boom, flat earth. God said it. You see? God said.
Do people know like each book is written from different people?
And like, so we've got Chronicles and a bunch of things in Psalm, and then Isaiah, all saying he has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Like that's their like smoking gun.
Firm, immovable can also be just like poetry, like poetic, like not actual, like physically immovable.
Isaiah knew the difference.
Oh my God.
He will surely violently toss and turn and toss thee like a ball into a large country. There shalt thou die, and there the chariots of thy glory shall be shame of thy Lord's house. And then another Isaiah, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretched out the heavens as curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
Word. I don't get any of this. How that, but okay. If you want to tie it to the Bible, you're not much different than like, the other bigots around. I'm not gonna lie.
Flat Earth Society exists solely to misrepresent the flat Earth reality and turn people back to the satanic heliocentric model.
Satanic.
Satanic heliocentric model. Okay.
I just don't understand any of this. I'm also reading like the other comments in here. Not that there are many on like whatever. I love like the stick with the Bible comment. What are you
Stick with the Bible. That's it. That's all she said.
Literally.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. There's actual like people with like paragraphs down here though.
Dude, they're not useful.
Yeah.
All right, you disabled screen sharing. I was going to share one of my pictures, but I guess you'll just put it up in the...
Yes, I'll just put it
okay.
Up. Yeah, we'll go one by one.
So they've decided that the new Space Force logo, if you flip it upside down, it's Baphomet.
And if
and
you
like, I love that shit because, like, okay, it also looks like a uterus.
I mean, do they even know what a uterus looks like? These people, you know what I'm saying? So, and like right side up, people, it's a spaceship or rocket going up.
It's a spaceship when there's a star, but they're like, so no, funny. It's obviously Baphomet.
That's
like,
so funny. I'm really looking at this and I'm like, wow.
Okay.
All right, you do you. It's dumb. Okay, next. I'm over this.
Next, we have their best argument, their like favorite argument, though, water. When they look at a horizon and it's flat, they're like, well, there's no curve. I don't see it. So,
girl, like,
well, that's like, okay. If I turn my head this way, I can't see the stairs in my house, so it's all one floor.
Right. There's no depth. Like you don't like you also can't see far enough for the Earth is massive. I don't understand.
Well, for flat Earth, like that's why you can see so far away because it's all flat and you don't have like perspective doesn't matter, like height or whatever.
Geometry doesn't matter. Geometry
doesn't matter. It's a flat line, so you can see everything across it.
I can argue that's not flat line though.
And like they're standing like up on a path, like above,
and like not even like if it was truly flat, you would see the whole Earth.
Like that's the thing. You wouldn't be obstructed. You wouldn't have any obstruction. You would see past those mountains, those rocks. None of it would matter. Like it's say, the same level.
Say like the ocean, right? Like say this is the ocean that we're looking at, right? You would see the other continent, right? Like granted, it would be very. You probably like you would need a telescope or like something to like magnify it, but like you would see it. You can't like like it would just still curve. Whatever.
And the next image, Earth spinning at 1,000 miles per hour at equator, water perfectly still. With a thinking face. Because they're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Look at how flat it is. Look at it. It's a straight line obscured by rocks because there's a fucking curve. So you can't see past the rocks.
When you're I know you can feel speed, right? Like when you're in a car, right? You can, but you're still. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, you're moving, but you are literally sitting still. Like same thing with like a train. Like you're sitting still, it's moving around you, but you can't feel it.
Well, because people are like, well, if the Earth is spinning all the time and it's spinning so fast, why do I feel a breeze and why don't I feel? And it's like, because like
science. I don't know what to
get a clear washing machine. Like there's your answer. Wash a washer machine. Go to a laundromat and watch the washing machines and honestly watch the dryers because everything spins around really fast and
Mhm.
doesn't move from where it is.
Look, these people just won't understand. No,
Hot
not
take: flat earthers don't wash their clothes. Flat earthers have never seen a washing machine.
I think it's not that they don't understand. I think that they refuse to. Right?
Yeah,
Like that. I think
yeah.
that's the difference. So,
I'm skipping one. I'm skipping the Operation Fishbowl right now to stay on the water theme.
okay, got it.
Where we've got after that, the globe is an embarrassment to your intelligence. That moment when you ask for real proof that 321 million cubic miles of water curves around a giant spinning ball, and they show you this, and it's the dewdrop, priceless. Who are they trolling? This is oddly specific and debunks everything.
What?
It's because, you know what it is? I just got it. They're treating this like the firmament argument. It's flat on the bottom because it's sitting on a leaf, but round and curved up top, and you see the light refraction, which is their like sun. So like that's their argument that like, well, there it is. It's not actually a globe. It's a fucking snow globe. See, it's flat on the bottom.
I identify as a somewhat intelligent person.
I don't.
And just reading this makes no logical sense.
I was able to understand this because I'm just dumb enough. I'm just dumb enough that I could probably hang out with a flat earther and be like, fun. Like I could not even like I could have a differing opinion and probably still be friends with a flat earther.
Probably.
I'm just fucking stupid enough.
But I feel like they're also a cult because like the documentary was like, you know, I've cut off people that don't believe the earth is flat. I'm like, you need a knock, girl.
Wild.
Like that's weird. Okay, that confused me. I still don't get it though.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. I guess we can go back to Operation Fishbowl then.
Sure, yeah.
Where we see nuking the dome. See it?
Oh my god.
Because the light above the explosion, they're like, boom, that's where the dome is.
No, I think that's just science.
It's like, my guy, no
I think that's just science.
Guy.
Because like,
you want me to show you how a lamp works? Do you want me to show you a lamp in your house and what happens with the light? Like, would you like
curves,
me?
Like it just like it feels like, you know, I don't know, man. That's so stupid. It's not a fish. We're not in a fucking fishbowl, people. Like that's stupid. I don't like this one either. I don't like any of
this one.
All right, let's go.
I guess we'll jump to the firmament ones. We'll come back for the devils in the details.
Oh, the reflection of the firmament.
We'll go to the one after that first that shows the Pink Floyd prism and then the glass firmament. Yeah, the glass sky.
Oh my god, the Pink Floyd prism. Oh my god, okay. Not putting Pink Floyd as a flat earther. Like
no
evidence. Less evidence.
You know what? They were really high. They could have been.
They could have. Okay, the glass guy.
So like they show light refracting and they're like, boom, proof. There it is.
That's stupid too.
That's it. And they go back and they took a picture of the fucking sun. And they are convinced that their fucking dumbass fucking circle from their camera being directly into a light is the reflection of the firmament. And it's like, okay, I need you to go inside and do the same thing with a lamp without a shade on it. Take the shade off, take a picture of the illuminated light bulb.
It's so stupid.
It's your phone, you idiot.
I would say it's your phone. It's not like your
phone has glass on the fucking camera. Even if this was a DSLR, I don't care. It's glass on the camera. All of them have glass. That's how they do it.
And like not even that, like if you really wanted like the whole refraction thing, you can physically see it without your camera. Like I can't see that shit when I'm like walking around. Like no one can. Like there's no way. Like clearly, like if it's refracting, you can see it. Like there's no doubt in anyone's mind. But I mean, you know, whatever. I guess.
But you can only see it, you know, through a glass lens.
Stupid, dumb. Okay.
All right, the last one, my favorite one.
Oh, which one?
The devil's in the details. From a big bang to the perfect 666.
Oh, this bullshit.
Pure coincidence? The Earth's axis, its orbital inclination around the sun is 66.6 degrees. The Earth orbits the sun at 66,600 miles per hour. The Earth's circumference is 600 by 6 by 6 nautical miles. The speed of sound is 666 knots per second. The force of gravity on Earth is 666 newtons. The Arctic and Antarctic circles are exactly 66.6 degrees. Astronaut Peggy Whitson spent 666 days in space. The distance to the moon is 6 by 60 by 666 miles. The diameter of the moon is 6 by 6 by 60 miles. Sunset is divided by 3 degrees. 6 plus 6 plus 6, aka civil, nautical, and astronomical twilight. From Mercury, the sun is 666 times brighter using the inverse square law. Venus is 464 degrees Celsius or 867 Fahrenheit. The median of these two numbers is 666.
Girl, that's
Mars is at 1.666 AU astronomical units from the sun at aphelion. Boom, proven. Suck it, science. Obviously, it's Satan.
devil. Wait, but
the world is a globe because of Satan. That's all a lie. It's all tricks by Satan to fool you away from God and his glory.
Are any of these true?
I don't know. I did not look that far because I snorted and almost fell off my chair reading this one. All right, let's see. We're gonna do Earth orbits the sun.
Yeah. How fast does the Earth orbit the sun? I have 67,000. Did they just
67? They rounded.
They rounded down.
They rounded down by 400 miles.
Yeah, so stupid. And like not.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look up Earth's circumference in nautical miles.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know how to spell circumference. I got it.
The distance to the moon from Earth, I guess. Earth's distance.
Earth's circumference in nautical miles is 21,639. Is that 600 times 6 times 6?
600. Where's my calculator?
What did I say? I got 21,600. So almost, but not the same.
Yeah,
that's two. Same. We're close. And if you make up numbers, you could say whatever you want. Let's see.
Okay, so I have the distance to the moon. I would assume that's from the Earth. Is 238,900 miles. So is that 6 times 60 times 666? Not I mean, it's again, these are all close. This one is 239,760.
Yeah. All of them are almost.
You can't round up or down though. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot manipulate numbers like this.
I'm gonna look up speed of sound in knots per second.
I love
the speed of sound is 666 knots per second. I got 0.003.
I love the median one.
The median one. Oh my god, the median of these two numbers is 666.
Like shut up. Like, stop it.
Yeah, cool. Both of our names have the letter A in it. We were destined to be best friends. Get the fuck out of here. You can make up anything you want. You can just say stuff.
Yeah, you can just say stuff. And
you can just say whatever you want. Nobody stops you.
But also, like, this is why.
The funniest thing I've ever fucking seen.
This is why, like, QAnon, flat earthers, like these like cult-ish things happen because they spin it, and then you have people that don't critically think like us and Google and fact check.
Yeah, dude, like 30 seconds, like, okay, I'm gonna drag a customer at my job, I guess, today. So I had somebody ask, one of the agents asked today, hey, do we know anything about EMF blocker stickers, and is whatever compatible with? I'm gonna try to not completely out myself here. Is it compatible? Okay, so has anyone heard of EMF stickers you can put on a device to neutralize the radiation of the device? And is it compatible with said stickers? And everyone was like, I don't fucking know. And I was like, please hold. And then I fell down a rabbit hole because you had me. It was at the same time that I was looking up flat earth shit. So this just felt like it went hand in hand. I was dying. People spend $80 on stickers that neutralize the EMF radiation from their phone. Do you put it on your dog's collar to protect them from 5G radiation? You put it on your phone case and it'll help refract it. People dead ass buy this shit and like use it.
I have a problem with these people.
I have a problem. I just have a problem.
I also have problems, but the people that like are like the 5G stuff, right? This goes hand in hand, I think, with flat earthers, right? Not like completely, but like close enough. Like their sense of reality is so like they don't have one.
No.
Like whatever they're believing in is, I don't care what you believe in, right? Like we just had this conversation. You can believe in whatever you want as long as you don't like, mess my own belief system up and like, whatever.
Yeah,
Calm down
exactly.
shit. But I feel like don't believe in any reality, which is kind of like simulation theory if you're like super into that stuff, like super like with any conspiracy theory, I guess.
Yeah.
But they like it's to
we
the
can
point
make the
where,
correlation.
right? I think they're just hindering reality, right? Like they're the ones that are like, this is why the pandemic is still around. Like you're the ones that are like, or like, why like Trump was elected. like you're hindering the progression of like human life. Like the fact that polio is back and like people may have to get like revaccinated is because of these anti-vaxxers thinking that like we're injecting people with like, I don't even know, 5G and like autism or something.
The fact that it's 2022 and babies are still dying because parents are trying to use essential oils to fix seizures.
Yeah, it's dumb. Like you're
and it's like putting a raw egg in your baby's sock and hanging it near their crib is not going to help them.
I don't know why we reverted back to that.
It's 5G.
It's such an embarrassment, honestly, to the rest of the world. Like we, if you really want to be American, like if you really like love being American, like being that guy,
man,
then be like the progress that the world thinks we are. Like that's my 2 cents. Like clearly we're like not progressing. We're actually like regressing into like
100%.
I'm fucking on a soapbox apparently doing this bullshit right now, but like it's so stupid because then again back to these flat earthers, like how embarrassing. Like I talk to my cousins or whatever and in the Philippines and they're like, why are people not getting vaccinated? Like aren't you guys like, it's super accessible, why aren't you guys doing it? I'm like, I'm doing it. I can't speak for my neighbors though, they're fucking weird and it's such an embarrassment. They're like, I don't understand you guys. I'm like, I don't know either. Couldn't tell you. I wish I could give you the vaccine they don't want.
Dude, literally.
But
embarrassing.
It's an embarrassment. And like the same thing with these flat earthers, like it's just like, again, so embarrassing because they're mostly American. They're mostly American, let's be real here.
100%.
Like half of these conspiracy theories, I think I read somewhere conspiracy theories started in America.
That sounds about right.
We can't get our shit together. Like we just want to make shit up. So.
It's easier than facing what's actually happening, I guess.
Yeah, and like I think that's why things like this pop up, like QAnon and all that, because like they don't want to deal with like what's actually happening, but then at what cost?
Yeah. Well,
this.
Flat Earth.
Yeah, flat Earth and anti-vaxxer and 5G. People have your information. That's like my other thing. People already have your information. People have your social security.
I live off the grid. No, you fucking don't.
Right.
If like you come into a store, no, you don't live off the grid. Sorry to break it to you. Refusing to give your fucking email address to the clerk at ShopRite doesn't protect your privacy.
No, because they already have your credit card information.
They already have everything. Dude, I could Google literally anybody I want to right now and have like their fucking home address and their phone number. And like, that's just on general, simple Googling. That's not on anything else.
Like, I mean, we both watch Catfish. Like, it's so easy to just Google people. Like, they literally, it's Google plus like probably a couple subscriptions to like these random websites that you can use. But like, you can also do it
for my job and shit. Like, bro, I'll just fucking email you my social security number. I don't fucking care. Anybody that's going to use it and needs it for anything already fucking has it and is doing it. So I really don't fucking care.
Yeah, like all these marketing, like, companies
They're
already
like,
have
make
our
sure
shit.
you don't send stuff like that sensitively. And it's like, eat me. I'll fucking read my social out on a fucking train over the phone. I don't care. What's it gonna do?
Yeah. So I don't know. But that's flat earthers.
But that's flat earthers, guys. I
Um
strongly recommend going through the
Yeah.
Reddit because it's hysterical. It's called global skepticism.
nice.
It's called
And then
global skepticism.
Behind the
Or
curve.
globe skepticism, sorry.
Got it. And then Behind the Curve is the Netflix documentary. It's very good. I recommend it. I recommend it to everyone. So yeah, there's that. Anything else?
I think that covers it.
Okay, great. Comment, like, subscribe, leave a review. I think that's a thing that you can do actually on this podcast somewhere.
Oh shit. Say only nice things. We don't respond well to criticism.
I won't even read them.
I will, and then I'll cry.
So, all right, don't make Ashley cry. Did I say everything? Oh, what is the word that I'm trying to think of right now? Follow our Instagram. Follow was the word.
I'm still not active on there again. I showed back up and then went away.
That's fine.
I moved. I bought a fucking house. I moved. Anybody butthurt about my Instagram existence can fight me.
It's fine. I have shit queued up anyway on mine, so go just check that out. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing else to say.
I think, yeah, that covers it.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye.